What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. I want to remind everybody to come by my channel and check me and Kui out on Q&A Love and Sports every Saturday, including this Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Time, where you hear the best ladies talk about boxing every Saturday, right here on Ashley's Corner. Check us out. Now, I've been waiting for this time for a long time, okay? For everybody who don't know, I'm finna fill you in. I have been one of Gervonta Davis' biggest fan for a long time now. And I started my channel in 2017, straight out big Gervonta Davis, Wilder, Spence fan, okay? So, let me tell you that I've been telling people that nobody beats Tank for a very long time. People thought that I was full of it. They thought I was fangirling, or I thought that they thought I had a crush on the guy. And I was just speaking facts. A lot of people that was hating on Gervonta Davis and his skill set, thinking he didn't have a skill set, had to shut what they call the F up after he stopped Mario Barrios. Now, there's no diss to nobody. Everybody has to show and prove. I just seen the talent before y'all seen the talent. But moving on till today, in this present moment, Gervonta Davis has called out Devin Haney. I guess he's getting tired of all the stuff. I believe Devin Haney may be doing this on purpose. What I mean by this is I have noticed, before Tank said it, I've noticed that a lot of things that Tank do, Devin Haney does after Tank does it. As far as the diamonds in the teeth, the leg tats, the the same type of boxing shoes, same color, um, whatever that department brand is that Tank wears. He wore that brand of clothing when the first press conference for Rolly, and Devin Haney wears it all the time. And that wasn't the first time he wore it, but I'm just saying that right there. Maybe he's doing that on purpose just to get under Tank's skin to want to fight, because Devin Haney does want that work. And I want to make this clear. I am a very big Tank Davis fan, but I am no Devin Haney hater. Hey, maybe he does it because they just honestly have the same type of taste. It's just Tank notices that he's doing everything first, and then Devin follows it. And I don't have no qualms about it. He ain't mocking me. It's all good. I'm just saying it came to Tank's radar, and Tank said it during an interview, and the way he said it, it was like funny to him or irritating to him. I just don't know yet. But he called out Devin Haney after a reporter asked him a question about how he felt about Devin Haney's comment about Tank's career, his career. So he was like, well, since you got a lot to say, I want to fight him next, and then said his name, Devin Haney. So that's a real official call out. It's been talk going around that the WBA wants Tank to have that fight. It's been a lot of talk surrounding Devin Haney's contract, and this picture came off the Rise podcast. And if y'all haven't subbed to the Rise podcast, please do so. That is where you're going to find the newest, latest, and greatest information upon Gervonta Davis. That is his coach, his team, and where the Upton Gym, where he started out boxing at in his hometown. That is their channel. Things that come off of their channel can be titled as facts. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that Devin Haney and Tank Davis is going to fight next or nothing like that. I don't know that. And I believe they were just speaking on if they fought. That's why they posted this picture on their community post. And I'm just going to cook on it real quick and say what I've thought for years since Tank knocked out Pedraza. This is what I've been thinking since then. Nobody's going to beat him because of the combination of skills that he has. It's not because he has power. That's not why he wins. If you pay attention to boxing, regardless of how powerful you are, if you can't land that shot, It's not going to happen. Now, the thing is, when people talk about Tank versus a couple of different fighters, they all bank they bank it on what they say is, especially, and we'll talk about Devin Haney since this is who the video is about. They'll say Devin Haney will outbox Tank. He won't be able to hit him. But if Tank do hit him, the fight is over. Now, saying that doesn't make complete sense to me, because you're basically telling me if Tank hits him one time, he will knock him out. Guaranteed, the fight is over. That's what you're saying. But you're basing you're basing Tank losing off of him not being able to catch Devin Haney one time in a 12-round fight. I just think that's absurd, and everybody rocks with that same thought process. Everybody. I haven't heard one person say anything else that makes that makes sense. That's all they say. So when I honestly look at Tank's last opponents, his last 10 opponents, his last 11 opponents, his last 11 opponents on the screen, and this is not even including not even including Rolly. So if you take off that last dude, which was a late replacement, a guy that nobody could find somebody to fight him. So number 11 was just, if you take off number 11 and just add Rolly Romero at the top, he's fought a wide range of height, wide range of reach, and a wide range of different type of styles. And a lot of these fighters were undefeated that's on this list, and they got their L's when they fought Tank. Shoot, everybody on this list has been knocked what they call the F out. The only person that survived was Isaac Cruz, and that is only because Tank's power hand, which is his left hand, was hurting so bad. Cruz knew that he was fighting a one-handed fighter and still couldn't do a damn thing about it. Now, there's a lot of fighters that Devin Haney fought as well. You know, they're pretty good names as well. And but the thing is, Devin Haney's a 12-round fighter. Tank's a 12-round fighter. Either people just don't make it to 12 rounds. Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, deserves his respect, and he's earned his respect. And I'm going to give him his respect like I've already gave him his respect. But I got to say that I can't say that Tank's not going to hit anybody for a whole 12 rounds. To say that about Gervonta Davis is to say his boxing IQ is levels below Devin Haney. And I don't believe that. I believe I believe Gervonta Davis, to pull off what he does, he has to do more than all of these other fighters do in the ring. Because of Devin Haney's size, because of his stature, because of his 71-inch reach, because of his, I'm going to say 5'8.5" or maybe 5'9" height, in the fact that he has great boxing ability and he can keep his distance and have a good jab, puts him above of everybody of his stature that don't have his skill. It puts him above everybody that don't have his stature but has his skill. The thing is about Tank is Tank's combination. Tank has speed. He has good footwork. He has good defense. He judges distance better than most, and people just don't realize it because of his height. He moves his feet to judge distance. He moves his whole body to judge distance. That is so much harder than someone standing still and just moving their upper body. It is so much harder, and it takes much more energy. Devin Haney has great boxing ability, and in my opinion, his boxing IQ is very high, and so is Tank's. There's not much that Devin does better than Tank, in my opinion. Not much at all. Both of them have two different fighting styles, so Devin Haney uses certain things that he has in his arsenal as far as his reach and his height and that type of ability that he has to do what he has, to do what he do, and the advantages that he has. He uses them quite well. Tank don't have them advantages, and he still knocks everybody out. Devin Haney is not a slow starter. He can start in the first round, the beginning. He's not a slow starter at all. Gervonta Davis admitted to being a slow starter, and a lot of fighters don't get past 6 or 7 rounds with him. That should tell people a lot. He has power in both hands, and that is the equalizer that makes the difference. When you look at Wilder, everybody always say, oh, well, he has that equalizer. And people talked about his boxing ability. And he even said he was just fighting. He threw off the jab, the 1-2. That's what he learned. That's what he learned. And everything else he just taught himself. When it comes to Gervonta Davis, he has boxing ability. He has IQ. And he has power in both hands. It's a lot of things that people can say about a lot of fighters you can't really say about Gervonta Davis. And in saying that, I don't believe that anybody can beat him at 135 pounds or under. I don't care who is on your brain. Ain't nobody beating Tank 135 and under, and that includes Devin Haney in my book. Everybody has their opinion about this fight. And it's cool, I have mine too, and I'm putting it on wax here. I know this is a long video. I could talk about this for an hour if I wanted to. But this is how I feel about it. Only thing that's going to change the way I view this fight or how I feel about it is when they fight. Nobody can tell me any different. Okay? I'm more than sure people are betting on him fighting the way he fought Kambosos, and for the most part, him staying on the outskirts of the ring, throwing the jab and the 1-2 at Gervonta Davis the entire night. It's not going to work. Gervonta Davis's fault, taller foe with more reach and more power, hence the name Mario Barrios. Now, I understand they sparred each other. He said Mario Barrios ain't nothing. Styles make fights, and him and Mario Barrios already fought. Mario Barrios hit him flush, didn't really do much to Tank. Tank knocked him across the ring with his weak hand with one punch. And if y'all remember that fight, Tank was cheesing the whole entire time with the Chucky doll smile on his face the entire fight. Devin Haney throws a lot of punches, but he's not the type of fighter. I think he's not the type of fighter that's going to try to walk Tank down from the first, second, through the whole fight and just throw jabs and come at him to give him that type of pressure. Is not going to happen. I believe he's going to try to straight up box Tank and nothing else. No mistakes. Don't stand and trade, none of that. I just don't think that's going to be enough. I think Tank's going to find his way in. I think it's going to be a high chess match type fight until Tank catches him. Like always, like everybody says after they fight Tank, I was beating him until I got caught. And I just think it'll be the same thing with Devin Haney. Everybody else at 135 and under. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.